Corey Heim just did something that's supposed to take years, not win a race. Plenty of drivers win races. I'm talking about changing the conversation. A year ago, Corey Heim was still being talked about as a prospect, one of those names people throw around when discussing the future. Wait until he gets a real shot. Wait until he gets cup equipment. Wait until he gets experience. Well, he got the shot. And now the conversation isn't about whether he's ready. It's about why we're still pretending he isn't, because if you watched that race in San Diego, this didn't feel like some lucky underdog story. This didn't feel like a guy stealing one because strategy happened to fall his way. It felt like a driver who expected to be there. That's a big difference. Corey Heim won the inaugural Cup race at Naval Base Coronado in just his 13th Cup start. He tracked down Tyler Reddick late, inherited the lead after Reddick's tire issue, survived the restarts, passed inspection, and walked away with the trophy. Meanwhile, the internet immediately started asking the question that Toyota probably wishes wasn't being asked quite so loudly. Why is this guy not full-time? And before somebody jumps in with the, well, Reddick would have won argument, maybe. He probably would have, but that's not really the point. The point is Heim was there. Again, that's becoming a theme. Go back to Nashville. He had speed there too. Go back and look at almost every opportunity he's gotten in quality equipment. The kid keeps showing up. At some point, the explanation stops being luck, and that's where this gets uncomfortable, because everybody loves prospects when they're hypothetical. Prospects are fun when they're racing trucks on Friday nights and everybody can dream about what they might become someday. The problem starts when someday shows up early. Now suddenly you've got a guy making your future plans look outdated. And make no mistake, Heim time is here to stay. He's going to make great use of the 2311 equipment, and that's going to ruffle some feathers internally with certain team members, especially those driving the main 23 car. People can pretend that isn't true, but this is professional sports. Nobody gets compared to the entire field. You get compared to the guy in the next garage stall, the teammate, the replacement, the next guy in line. That's where pressure comes from. And right now, Corey Heim is becoming impossible to ignore. What's funny is the fan reaction wasn't even divided. Usually, NASCAR fans can argue over literally anything. Paint schemes, horsepower, playoffs, lug nuts. Doesn't matter. This one felt different. Most people came away impressed, not because they knew everything about Heim from the Truck Series, not because they're die-hard Toyota fans. They were impressed because the performance looked real. The race itself helped too. Let's be honest, a lot of people went into San Diego expecting an absolute circus. New street course, military base, zero notebook, everybody trying to figure the place out at the same time. Instead, the biggest surprise wasn't the track. It was the guy standing in victory lane. And now Toyota has a good problem, the kind of problem organizations pretend they enjoy until it's time to make actual decisions. Because every race Heim runs now raises the stakes. Every strong finish makes the questions louder. Every good performance shrinks the timeline, and eventually somebody has to answer it. Not the fans, not the media, the people signing the contracts. The scary part is I don't think we've seen the best version of Corey Heim yet. He's still learning, still gaining experience, still figuring out cup racing, yet he's already winning. That's usually not how this works. Most drivers spend years taking their lumps. They bounce around the 20s, they make mistakes, they slowly figure it out. Heim seems to be skipping steps, and if that's actually the case, the rest of the garage might have a problem on their hands. Because what happens when this guy gets a full season? What happens when he stops splitting time? What happens when every week becomes an opportunity instead of an audition? That's the part people should be paying attention to. The win was great, the trophy was great, but I don't think San Diego will be remembered as the day Corey Heim won his first cup race. I think it might be remembered as the day everybody else realized he's not a prospect anymore. He's a contender, and that's a much bigger deal. Thanks so much for watching, and while you're here, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like and bell icon to support the channel.